about, which company it is. He fights for the ostracized loner who's getting dumped on by these companies, which leads us to the Blake Lively situation. Now, she would say in this situation, she's the victim, Baldoni's the bad guy. And just to lay it out for the audience in a little bit more detail, what she's claiming is that even though she was a much bigger star than Justin Baldoni, who I never heard of before.
Have you ever wondered if the polished image of a Hollywood star could be hiding a turbulent reality beneath the surface? Today, we reveal the shocking story of Blake Lively's alleged bullying behavior that began at a luxury Texas hotel and spiraled into legal chaos. What started as a chance encounter between a fan and the plantation princess has exploded into accusations, lawsuits, and career-threatening revelations. The carefully crafted public persona of one of Hollywood's most beloved actresses may be unraveling before our eyes. Was it all a misunderstanding blown out of proportion, or have we finally caught a glimpse of the real face behind the glamorous mask? It all began on what should have been an ordinary weekend at Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas. Caitlin Marie Cooper and her mother were enjoying a peaceful morning in the lobby, casually people watching, when Blake Lively and her entourage made their unexpected entrance. According to Cooper's detailed account, what followed was anything but a pleasant celebrity sighting. Cooper claims that upon noticing her, Lively immediately began recording on her phone, making theatrical gestures that felt distinctly threatening rather than friendly.
Lively herself comes out, starts recording us, says hi to get us to look up at her, circles our car, gets the car information, license plate.
Cooper revealed in her viral social media posts. The interaction quickly shifted from excitement at spotting a famous actress to something far more unsettling. Hotel staff reportedly whispered about the unusual display of power and control as Lively's team swept through the lobby. What should have been a highlight of a Texas getaway instead became the first chapter in a disturbing saga that would soon captivate the internet. The boundary between celebrity privilege and inappropriate behavior had been crossed in broad daylight. Within hours of the encounter, Caitlin Marie Cooper took to TikTok and Instagram with a series of explosive videos detailing her experience.
Mom and I were staying at Hotel 1928 in Waco, Texas this weekend. Blake Lively and her team were staying there as well after South by Southwest in Austin on Friday night.
Cooper explained in her first post, setting the stage for revelations that would rock Lively's pristine public image. The videos painted a disturbing picture of surveillance and intimidation. Cooper described being followed by Lively's security personnel, both inside and outside the hotel. Next morning, we kind of were being followed by her security guard a little bit on the way out, checking out. She suggested that Lively's team caught wind of her recording and didn't like this, thought maybe I recorded something they didn't want out there. What began as isolated posts quickly gained traction, spreading across platforms and generating heated discussions about celebrity entitlement. Cooper's ordinary vacation had transformed into a digital battlefield where her words stood against the machine of celebrity influence. Each new detail she shared, from the manner of Lively's approach to the behavior of her security team, added another crack to the actress's carefully constructed public persona. The incident exposed the dark underbelly of fame, where power imbalances between celebrities and ordinary citizens can manifest in troubling ways. As Cooper's story gained momentum, it became clear that this wasn't just about one uncomfortable encounter. It was about to expose a pattern that many had suspected, but few had dared to document. While the hotel incident grabbed headlines, it merely confirmed suspicions that had been circulating in Hollywood circles for years. Industry insiders have long whispered about Blake Lively's behavior behind the scenes, suggesting a stark contrast between her camera-ready smile and her off-screen demeanor. These rumors paint a picture of an actress who wields her influence with surprising intensity when the cameras stop rolling. Particularly intriguing are allegations of tension on high-profile film sets, where even A-list co-stars reportedly found themselves caught in Lively's web of control. Though details remain strategically vague, these stories have persisted, creating a shadowy counter-narrative to Lively's public image as Hollywood's golden girl. Sources close to production teams have hinted at difficult demands, unexpected outbursts, and a tendency to assert dominance in ways that made collaboration challenging. The Hotel 1928 incident didn't occur in isolation. It emerged within this context of long-standing speculation about Lively's true character. For many observers, Cooper's experience didn't seem out of place, but rather confirmed a pattern they had long suspected. The walls protecting Lively's carefully curated image were beginning to crumble, revealing glimpses of what some claim is the authentic personality behind the perfect smile. These whispers might have remained just that, unverifiable rumors, circulating through Hollywood's gossip mill had they not found such perfect alignment with Cooper's detailed account. Sometimes a single incident can validate years of speculation, transforming whispers into roars. The question wasn't just about what happened at that hotel anymore, it was about whether we've been deceived all along. Don't miss our upcoming expose on celebrity PR crisis management tactics. Hit that subscribe button now to ensure you catch every revelation in this unfolding drama. Just when the narrative seemed focused solely on the hotel confrontation, another key player emerged to deepen the controversy. Justin Baldoni, a filmmaker whose name had previously carried far less weight than Lively's, suddenly found himself thrust into the spotlight as her legal adversary. What began as a professional disagreement has escalated into a high-stakes legal battle that threatens to expose even more troubling aspects of Lively's behavior. Reports indicate that Baldoni isn't merely challenging Lively in court, he's taking the fight into the digital realm by creating a website dedicated to documenting his version of events. Baldoni, once a relatively unknown figure compared to Lively, has transformed into her most formidable opponent, armed with what he claims is extensive evidence of misconduct that extends well beyond the Hotel 1928 incident. With depositions underway and courtroom confrontations intensifying, this legal battle has evolved from a private dispute into a public spectacle where reputations and careers hang in the balance. Each filing, each hearing, each statement adds another layer to a controversy that seems to expand exponentially with each passing week. The stakes couldn't be higher for both parties. Complete professional vindication or potentially career-ending humiliation. As the controversy escalated, both camps launched sophisticated media campaigns designed to control the narrative. Blake Lively's team, led by publicist Leslie Sloan, reportedly began planting stories negative to Justin, according to industry insiders familiar with the situation. This aggressive approach to damage control involved strategic media placements, carefully crafted statements, and behind-the-scenes efforts to undermine Baldoni's credibility. Meanwhile, Baldoni countered by bringing in his own PR crisis management team. His strategy appears more transparent, using documented evidence and court filings to build a case against what he characterizes as Lively's pattern of intimidation. The contrast in approaches reveals much about the power dynamics at play. Lively's reliance on established industry connections versus Baldoni's appeal to public sympathy through perceived authenticity. Social media became the primary battlefield in this PR war, with supporters of each side rallying around hashtags and sharing selected snippets that bolstered their preferred narrative. Ordinary users found themselves drawn into the conflict. What began as a conflict between two industry figures has evolved into a cultural flashpoint, reflecting broader conversations about power, privilege, and accountability in Hollywood. The PR strategies deployed by both sides reveal the sophisticated, every leaked document, every pointed statement, every strategic silence only intensifies public fascination with a controversy that continues to unfold in real time across multiple platforms.
We met a couple times, but we weren't working together.
Yeah.
And Colleen is really the one who, Colleen connected with me initially, and then she connected, and she had been connected with you and connected you and me. And Colleen really has been not only the heart and soul of the source material, but the heart and soul of the relationships and the most.
Court documents reveal that Lively's legal team made several attempts to control the deposition process, including requests that would allow her to handpick who could question her. These maneuvers, however, were firmly rejected by the presiding judge, who insisted on maintaining standard procedural fairness despite Lively's celebrity status. In one particularly dramatic development, the judge refused to grant special accommodations that would have limited cross-examination, delivering a clear message that in this courtroom, Hollywood hierarchy holds no special privilege. This judicial rebuke represented a significant victory for Baldoni's team, signaling that Lively would be held to the same standards as any other litigant, regardless of her fame or industry connections. With a trial date set for March 2026, both sides are preparing for what promises to be a high-profile legal showdown with far-reaching implications. Each preliminary hearing has revealed new details that further complicate the narrative. The repercussions of this controversy extend far beyond the individuals directly involved. For Blake Lively, the stakes couldn't be higher. Her carefully cultivated image as America's sweetheart now hangs in the balance. Major brand endorsements, film projects, and her position within Hollywood's elite circle all face potential jeopardy if public opinion continues to shift against her. The contrast between her previous untouchable status and her current vulnerability represents one of the most dramatic falls from grace in recent Hollywood history. Justin Baldoni, conversely, has experienced an unexpected rise in prominence. Once a relatively obscure figure in comparison to Lively, he now finds himself cast as either a courageous whistleblower or an opportunistic agitator, depending on which side of the controversy one believes. His willingness to challenge a more established star has resonated with many who see the entertainment industry as burdened by power imbalances and protected privilege. Industry executives are watching closely, recognizing that the outcome may establish new precedents for how celebrity conflicts are managed.
Ryan Reynolds says Justin Baldoni can't sue him over hurt feelings.
Talent agencies are carefully evaluating their relationships with both parties, calculating the professional risks of continued association. Perhaps most significantly, this controversy has sparked broader conversations about accountability in Hollywood. The public's fascination with the case reflects not just interest in celebrity gossip, but a deeper desire to see behind the carefully constructed facades that typically shield stars from scrutiny. As more details emerge, the case has transformed from a personal dispute into a symbolic battle over authenticity, power, and the consequences of behavior that contradicts a carefully crafted public image. Before we wrap up this shocking examination of Hollywood's latest scandal, make sure you've hit that subscribe button and turned on notifications. Our channel consistently unveils the truth behind celebrity personas that others are afraid to expose. You won't want to miss our next investigation. As we've uncovered the layers of this complex controversy, from the initial hotel encounter and explosive social media fallout to the high-stakes legal battle and industry-wide repercussions, we're left with more questions than answers. Is Blake Lively truly the bully that recent evidence suggests? Or is she the victim of a misunderstanding magnified by the relentless scrutiny of social media? Is Justin Baldoni fighting for justice or exploiting an opportunity to elevate his own profile at a bigger star's expense? The truth likely lies somewhere in the complicated middle ground where human flaws meet the distorting lens of fame. What's certain is that this controversy has permanently altered how we view not just Blake Lively, but celebrity culture itself. As the March 2026 trial date approaches, new developments continue to emerge with startling regularity. Each revelation forces us to reconsider our assumptions about power, accountability, and the gap between public personas and private behavior. The facade has cracked, and through those fissures, we've caught glimpses of a reality far more complex than any Hollywood script could capture. The only question remaining is, what shocking truth will be revealed next?